Good. All right. No, that could go on a little longer. This is like the decay, okay? This is decay of response. You guys are like, really, you suck. So if you go, everybody just try it again. So start again. Everybody. Now, if the speaker wasn't there, we'd still be going. That's the idea, though. Thank you. That was a good laugh. I think I ricocheted. Did I ricochet? Did I hit anybody? Take an eye out? No? Okay, good. Any questions about that? Fucking go home.
How you doing those dive bombs?
How do what?
How you doing the dive bombs?
Magic. Well, everybody, you know, like, so Jimmy Page, right? He I think, I don't know if he was the first, but he was the first that made it popular, where you bend behind the nut, which is like, oh my God. And Heartbreaker, right? And then there's also like that. So you can do all that kind of stuff. But if you bend behind the nut first, and then release the note, then it sounds like a whammy bar. Kind of like that, it's like a fake dive bomb. Now the funny thing about that solo, and I was doing a clinic in Thailand, and in Thailand they're like, don't worry, we got you a translator, he's a guitar player. I'm like, no man, I want a translator that's a comedian, because I'm fucking funny. So if they don't laugh, he's fired. You know, like that. So it was really funny, because so I'm telling the story, I'm doing You're Not Happy Till I'm Not Happy. I'm on the floor. The solo that I play on that record was on the floor with Josh Freese on drums, who plays with like Sting and everybody, and Dan from the Drills on bass. And we were doing this live off the floor, and I wanted it to have that urgency. So it's funny when you're playing and you're improvising, and sometimes your brain goes too fast, and your hands can't keep up. But this was one of those moments where it just clicked. So I was going up once, and I thought, fuck, if I do that again, it'll sound like a motorbike. So I went, that kind of thing, right? So I'm not going, burn, burn, just giving an idea, right? And then I'm like, okay, translate. So he starts translating, and he tells everybody, and everybody's kind of laughing, and I'm like, dude, you didn't do the ring. And now he's looking at me like, fired! So, I kind of, I think music should be more off the cuff. I think it should be more from here and less here. And I got to hang out with my, I got to play with my hero when I was 16. I had a hero, his name is Uli John Roth, and he played with the Scorpions in the 70s, and I learned all this shit. And he came to the show yesterday, because he emailed me, hey, I'm gonna come to Liverpool. And I'm like, holy fuck. He says, and I'm bringing you a guitar. So he brought and presented me with a Sky guitar that I was blown away. I'm gonna play it at Wembley Stadium tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna try, we gotta set it up. Anyways, so we're talking, and I just remember doing 3 shows with him in Japan, and he's like, still got all the motor skills, and he plays from here. And that's what I said, I go, every night you played something different, and every night it was magic, and it was amazing, and you could tell where it was coming from, and it came from here. And he goes, oh yeah, it's music. You must shut off the brain. And I go, yeah, see, I get it. I just wish more people got that, and I'm here preaching that right now. So, yes?
Sorry, have you found your musical voice yet? And if so, how long ago was that?
Holy fuck, you've been listening to it the whole time. You've been listening to my musical voice? And I discovered it like 20 minutes ago. You know what? Everything that happens, you take a step. Every step that you take in the right direction, it brings you to where you are. And to me, it's always been something. Like when I was a session guy, I took a little piece of that. And when I did Fretted Americana, I did a little piece of that. And every time I write a song for the Drills, I try to invent a lick or something that I get put in the solo. So, what the fuck, there's the hands happening. And everything happens for a reason. For instance, like I was talking to Dan today about the solo in I Wish My Beer Was As Cold As Your Heart. And it's one of those solos where everybody goes, man, I hear that and I can't figure out what the hell you're doing. It's because it's crazy. And I'm crazy. So this is me crazy. This is one of my voices. I'm just going to play it for you, all right? You're looking at me like, I didn't want all that. So I'm in E. I'm in the key of E. And I started like this, like... And it sounds like, you know, cats fighting in a bag. But when you do it fast, it doesn't. So... I gotta slow the fuck down. I didn't even have coffee this evening. What the hell? So I needed that, right? So you can't have an open string everywhere you go. So I make this finger my open string. So here, that's an open string. And then I go. Now it's not open, but this is an open string. But then those are the only open strings that you can have. So that's why your hand, you get a cramp if you do it for too long. So the whole thing sounds like... It's that kind of thing. And even when I play it with the band, if I don't get it right, I like stop the band. I go, wait, hold it. We gotta do that again because I didn't get it right. Because it's a message, right? So that's my voice. I want to get my voice right. So everything that led to what I say with my guitar is every minute of every day. And I think that's not what you were looking for, is it? Really?
Was that something that you were actively looking for? Like, because I find myself questioning that so much.
As a musician? Or as a person?
Both. Definitely both, yeah.
I mean, it's a journey, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, you come out and then, well, men try to just spend the rest of their lives trying to get back in. But, I'm sorry, I thought I was somewhere else. Like in a bar, talking to the friends. So I feel like we're all on a journey, and I feel like you're always, oh my God, and we're live. I fucking quit! So you're going through, as a musician, I feel like you have to pay attention to what drives you, but you want to also develop your own individuality, your voice, like you said, and your sound, and it's something that cultivates over years and years and years. It was once in a while you see this kid that's been playing for like he's 13 and he's been playing for like 6 months and he plays blues licks and you're like, where's that soul coming from, you know? Well, it's coming because he learned it from somebody else, but he can still evoke the same emotion. And that's what I'm gonna just go here because, you know, there's some like fans. When people say, what's the hardest Richie Sambora solo you had to learn? And nothing was technically difficult, but you wanna evoke the intended emotion in that solo, which can be complicated because I don't have his hands, I don't have his heart. So you're kind of doing your rendition of it. So sometimes it's close and sometimes it's not. Like I judge myself. I do the intro to Bed of Roses. And one night I walked off stage and I'm like, fuck, that sounded so white. It just sounded like going through the motions. It didn't have any emotion or attitude or anything. So then, because I caught myself, I could put more into it every show after that. So let's just give you an example.